What's good, everybody? Welcome into your member exclusive content. For all of you all-star members, we appreciate you guys so very much. This is where you get an extra episode, extra best bets every single weekday at least. So today, who do I have at my disposal? Well, from SureDog USA, Mikey P, my numbers guy, Raphael, and from JTS, Marky Model is here. Gentlemen, let's start with the picks first. Mikey P, where are you headed, sir?
I am headed to the baseball diamond in Miami, where Yuri Perez is on the mound for a rematch game against the Nationals. Last time out, he got lit up, but at home, he has a 2.25 ERA. So give me this parlay: Yuri Perez, 5Ks or more, and the Marlins money line at a plus 128.
Love myself a little SGP on a Wednesday. All right, let's go upstairs. Mark, you're going to the WNBA.
That's right, Coach. We're going to go with Atlanta and Connecticut. I'm taking Connecticut in the first half plus the 7.5 points. They have won the first half in 4 of their last 5 games. They've covered this spread in those 4 of the last 5. I love this spot against an Atlanta team who, with a win tonight, can move into the second position for the postseason. This is going to be a competitive game, fast-paced. Love this spot for Connecticut to hang tight.
And for all those WNBA fans out there, you found out today 5 new teams in the next 5 years. Let's go. Raphael, you're going back to something that I can wrap my head around, and that is college football.
Yeah, boys and girls, there's a Thursday college football game. That's right, to NC State and Wake Forest. And I'm taking the Demon Deacons Wake Forest team total under 22.5. They scored 10 points against Kennesaw State in their first game. What is NC State's defense going to do? They're going to have a field day. I don't see the Demon Deacons scoring 21 plus points. Take this team total under 22.5.
All right, very, very good. Now, as we head into week 3 in college football, week 2 in the NFL, several stories came out the last 24 hours. And this one, I think, is going to be a talking point for every show on every network because it sets a precedent. And that, of course, is the Jalen Carter story. And because of salaries and signing bonuses, no matter, you see a number, but his salary for the game is only $57,000 because, guys, he got a gigantic signing bonus. So that means nothing to him. He will not be suspended this week in Kansas City. He is a vital part of this particular team as the defending champions. Mikey P, to have him in the lineup, to be staring at Patrick Mahomes the entire game, that's a really big deal. But for the NFL to say, oh, he hadn't played it down yet, so that was the suspension, I think it's not going to sit well with a lot of teams, and I think it's a bad precedent to set.
It's a very bad precedent to set because if you're a NFL player with character issues like Jalen Carter, you might just act a fool before the game and go, well, if I get suspended one game, who's not to say someone on the 49ers this week when they take on the Saints doesn't act out before the game? Okay, I miss a game against the Saints. There's another interesting nugget here with this Jalen Carter situation, Coach, and that is his agent worked it out with the Eagles that they won't take anything away from his contract and they won't nullify any guarantees because of this move. So Jalen Carter, I mean, it must be great to be blessed in the NFL. You lose nothing.
This is the same guy that got caught driving over 100 miles an hour multiple times. I mean, this is banana land. And Raphael, usually defensive players don't move the number that much. Micah Parsons, I believe, moved to the number like 1 against Detroit when that trade was announced. Does Jalen Carter move the needle betting-wise at all?
Maybe a half a point, just because I think the betting public will be hysterical and like, oh my God, we either bet them or fade them. But this is an NFL character issue. You know, you can get suspended or fined more for saying a word in the huddle or in a field than spitting on someone in the field. It's just a character issue that the NFL has.
I don't know when this whole spitting thing started, when it became like the thing to do. Because we had multiple instances this past weekend of players spitting on other players. I've never done it in my entire career playing all the sports that I play. I've never done it. Never even thought about doing it. I just don't get the spitting thing. Over at JTS, Mark, I know for the NFL numbers, you can start getting them a week early. So we certainly have numbers out right now. Have the Eagles moved at all?
No, the Eagles haven't moved. The numbers are up and posted. In fact, we do have an upset alert in the NFL we've already identified, so you can jump on that early. But I think the bigger question, Coach, that people need to ask is, in a day and age where the NFL can go back from the league office standpoint and review film, review tape, and find the culprits of fighting, etc., why is nobody talking about Dak Prescott and his initial spit? It's the second guy that got caught, not the first guy.
Yeah, but he spit off to the side. That was just like a normal athlete spit. It wasn't at Jalen Carter. It was off to the side.
The film I've seen has been it was in Jalen Carter's direction, which is what initiated that response from Jalen Carter.
Well, it was like just like that, like kind of off to the side, like 6 inches to the side, where you just. Have you ever played football, Mark?
Oh yeah.
So you remember when you're out there, you're about ready to get in the dirt, like you're get a little dry, just go like that.
It was a different day and age. It's where you would take your hand and shove it up under the mask.
Well, yeah, you only.
Well, they were leather.
They were leather. You only had the one bar back then too. All right, I got to ask this now because now that football, even on this show, it dominates 85-90% of the time. Raphael, let me come over to you because is this an instance where maybe we can find a little bit of value in baseball because the books are so heavy into football now?
Easily. I mean, perfect example, the Dodgers game yesterday. It didn't have that much action against the Colorado Rockies, but I think people are saving their money before Thursday night's game, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. You can get great value right now in any sport besides the sport that's called pigskin football.
Very interesting. Are you, as a handicapper here on the show, Mikey, are you transitioning over to football 90% of the time, or you still have your eyes on baseball?
Well, I would say baseball, but then I look at a A's Red Sox matchup yesterday that had over 10.5 for the total. And I go, what's a Thursday night college game? I'm not touching this game between the Red Sox and A's. So I'm fully focused on football. I will take a Southwestern Conference game before I look at baseball anymore.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, do not forget tomorrow on the show, we will have our Thursday night football preview. Who's even playing this week? I haven't even looked at tomorrow yet. Who's playing this week? Anybody?
Packers, Washington.
Commanders and the Packers. See, that's how locked in I've been on the daily because I read a lot of books and a lot of successful books, and they're like, you got to stay in the moment. I'm trying to stay in the moment. Why are you looking at me like that, Raphael?
I thought you'd be watching Big Brother or something, not reading.
First of all,
wow.
There was a special elimination episode last night.
I know, I had to watch it.
I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know the results. We do have a thread that I have not been able to look at all morning because the other 7 people are upset with your boy. Because once again, as the only 3-time champion in our Big Brother pool, I'm the only one with 2 people left out of the 9. How do I do it? I don't know. Greatness, homework, understanding what these guys and girls bring into the house. Kind of like this show, Raphael. Do you have anything else to say about my favorite show ever in the world on any network ever in the world on any network ever?
Nope, you don't repeat jokes.
And welcome everybody to Raphael's last show.
We'd like to thank him for his. All right, that's going to do it for today. Do not forget today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on our Coaching Company YouTube page. It's Weekday Wagers, DG, Mark, Robbie Hockey, a combination of those 3 and maybe a special guest from time to time. Or if you're driving around, you got SiriusXM or you have the app, you can listen to my show. 2 to 4 Eastern Time, Off the Ropes with the Coach, as we break down the biggest stories in the world of pro wrestling. In the meantime, that's going to do it for now. For Mikey P, for Raphael, for Marky Model, and producer man, I am simply the Coach. This has been your member exclusive content for all of you who simply want more.